Welcome back, beautiful collective. Thank you for joining me here. I hope you're all doing super amazing, guys. Let's get into the collective's messages. What does the collective need to see, know, or hear for their higher good? Honor the cycles. Be ecstatic. Things are all lining up for you. It's all been choreographed, okay? So just honor the cycles. It's saying to commit and communicate with spirit. It's telling you to be ecstatic and understand that everything is choreographed. Now, communicate with spirit and commit to what spirit tells you to do. And it's to be ecstatic about your life. Be ecstatic about something. It's like honor the cycles and notice the patterns, okay? So let's get into your messages. Let's go. Grace. Authenticity, intimacy. Understand that there is a duality. Understand that things cannot always be good and things cannot always be bad. But right now, it's telling you to be ecstatic. You are attracting. It's time to attract. You're in the energy of attraction. Okay, now you are communicating with Source. Okay, this is absolutely... Be ecstatic about your life. Be ecstatic about what you're attracting. It's like realize that everything is choreographed. Be totally transparent with Source, and Source will be totally transparent with you. It's like understand that everything is ebb and flow. Everything cannot be good all the time, and everything cannot be bad all the time. And there could be good in what you think is bad, which is why you need to communicate with Source. So let's find out what this is about. The Angel of Love. So it's like whatever you're choosing to do, you're going to come out of this victorious. It's like, yep, you've had the negative. Now, stay focused on the joy. You are healing here, so just be patient with yourself. Wow. So you could be getting a lot of strength from your family at this time, or it seems to be that you're in the energy of appreciation, that you are blossoming, and yes, you're healing. So you're in the energy of attracting. You could be attracting, you know, being victorious, like proud of what you've achieved, like what you've become, what you've experienced, and realize that it's just cycles. Okay, so right now it seems to be that you're on a positive cycle. Okay, so it's important for you. I think you're coming through this victoriously, especially when you've been so committed to understanding Source and being clear and transparent with Source. You know, this is bringing you're manifesting a lot of joy. You're manifesting a lot of happiness, blossoming, and abundant. And it seems to be you are so appreciative of your relationship with Source has grown. And that is abundance. It's like, let's see what your ancestors want to tell you. You're unveiling all your gifts. Trust the mystery. You know what I mean? Just trust the ancestors, because your ancestors are initiating abundance. Be grateful for the life you have. Be grateful for the lessons. Be grateful. Name the things that you are grateful for. Some of you would benefit by making like a gratitude list, like writing a list of the things you're grateful for, or to remember daily to give thanks for something you're grateful for, or someone you're grateful for, even if that's Source. Give thanks. Oh, I did that one. Let's go into the tarot. It's just recognizing the patterns. Okay, it's to honor the cycles, because everything is choreographed. You're blossoming and you are abundant. Yes, you are. Maybe it's something that you put a lot of work and effort into. It's like these are gifts from Source. Love is a gift. Creativity is a gift. Authenticity is a gift. You're very gifted. Okay? So give appreciation for your gifts. These are gifts of Source. Now, I don't know if somebody put you in a competition and they broke their contract with you. But let me tell you, this is an offer. Ooh, jeez, look. This is success. This is, I'm grateful in spite of it all. Give gratitude. Give gratitude for all you have. You're very confident. You're very blessed. You're blessed to have your family. You're blessed to have whatever you want to say you got your blessings for. It's really important, because those things are heard. Okay? Like, I don't know. Maybe somebody regrets breaking this contract. Maybe somebody is feeling guilty or whatever, but I don't know. It's like, whatever happens here, like, it's the ebb and flow. It's like you're coming through a really difficult period, okay? You're recognizing the patterns of something, okay? It's patterns. It's about fearing judgment. It's courage. takes a lot of courage to recognize the patterns. Give yourself give yourself some gratitude here. Give yourself some gratitude that you're recognizing patterns. It's like you may have had a fear of abandonment. You may have had a fear of something like that, but it's maybe you were selecting people or manifesting people that the outcome is grim here. Like, it's like you're recognizing these patterns. Maybe it was your choice of partners. I don't know what this is. Maybe someone has a fear of abandonment. Maybe it's you who has a fear of abandonment. But it's recognizing the patterns, okay? And maybe it's like it could be a fear of rejection, a fear of abandonment. But you're learning, you're observing the patterns, you're seeing the patterns. Like, this is the angel of love. Like, you know, you love deeply and you're very empathic. And I don't know. I think that you may have experienced a lot of painful patterns, but it could stem from like fear, abandonment, rejection. But you were recognizing the signs and you were recognizing the patterns. This is transparency. Look. This is expressing your joy. This is expressing your joy. In spite of everything you've gone through, in spite of the painful situations you've had, the tough times you have, it's like you're coming out of the struggle. You're coming out of that. You're coming out of that pattern. You may have selected people in your life that ended up rejecting you or ended up abandoning you or whatever they did. Betraying you, you name it, whatever you've experienced. It was so that you would get clarity, that you would be able to recognize these patterns. Okay, so maybe you've got a higher purpose here. And maybe your higher purpose is helping others understand. Okay, so it all serves a purpose, okay? Like, this is, maybe you chose people that had addictions. Maybe you chose people that would cheat on you and betray you. Maybe you chose people that were bad characters or negative characters or had a lot of negativity. It's because of your light. So now you're recognizing these patterns. Okay, now I understand why these devil energies, these dark forces have always come toward me. It's like you can't always have joy. You've got to have these experiences too. The most intelligent person on the planet has had to experience this to know this. Like, If you never experienced this, how would you know this? How would you know great joy? How would you know great happiness? And it's like throwing yourself to the universe and going, okay, I'm ready to learn. Teach me. Teach me what I need to know. And you have. Like, you get your good times, you get your bad times. You get your happy times, you get your sad times. But it's like recognizing the patterns. Like, why do I keep getting involved with people like this? Why do I think it stems from original rejection issues or abandonment issues or fears of it. So you may have stayed in situations because you're the angel, like the angel of love. You love everybody. Okay, you love deeply. You care deeply. And it's like it's all teaching you something. It's all orchestrated not only to teach you, but I believe to teach others. Be proud of your growth. Be proud of how far you've come. It's like you're birthing a new life here. Be ecstatic about your life. Be ecstatic about what's happening to you. This is expressions of joy, expressing your gratitude, expressing thanks. Who deserves the thanks? Don't forget to thank yourself. Okay? Don't eliminate yourself. You've done a lot of soul growth. You've done a lot of work. You are recognizing the signs. You are recognizing the patterns. Cycles. Honor the cycles. Okay, just breathe through it. Honor the cycles and know, okay, after the 10 of Wands, it only gets better from there. Okay, this is you understanding yourself. This is you understanding how other people operate. This is you understanding that you are worthy of joy, happiness, peace. You know, you were in the energy of attraction, okay? So it seems like because you are this energy, you attract this energy, okay? But now you have the discernment to recognize when you're dealing with a player, when you're dealing with a liar, when you're dealing with a cheat, when you're dealing with dark forces, when you're dealing with people who don't care, when you're dealing with people who will reject you, abandon you. Look what you've learned. That's a lot of learning for one lifetime, and you're not done yet. Give yourself credit and appreciation for what you've experienced, because it's all been choreographed. Now, choreographed for you to recognize, okay, it could be about the good and the bad. What good came from this? Well, lots. It seems as if you're all balanced here. You have dignity. You've got your self-respect. You have birthed something beautiful here. Maybe a beautiful family. Maybe you're spiritually guided here. You may have found your North Node. Whatever's happened has put you on course. and put you on back on track. Okay? You could be one of those people that want to love everybody because you're a loving individual. But you may have been loving people here that you may not think of it at the time. Like you might think, oh, they did this to me and they did that to me, but their life isn't over yet. Now, if someone hurt you, I want you to imagine something. And it was one of my brothers I have 5 brothers, and one of my brothers told me this one time. Said, Frankie, if you think you're hurting, I want you to think how the other person is feeling, knowing that they hurt you. That's tenfold. It goes tenfold on them. So if it's bothering you and it's hurting you, trust me, deep down inside those people that did that to you, they are suffering individuals. Okay? And it's usually tenfold. And when you step into someone's life and you love them like you love them, and you care the way you care, and the way you pray for people and care for people, you only come out of it the winner. You only come out of that as the winner. You are the winner. Because what is the legacy that they are actually creating for themselves? They have to live with what they've done. And it may not come and get them today, and it may not come and get them tomorrow. But they have to live knowing what they have done. To someone who tried to bring them joy, who tried to bring them peace, who tried to bring them recognition, who tried to bring them a positive change in their life. You may be an earth angel, I'm just saying. You may very well be the angel of love. Like, you still love. They didn't break your spirit. You still love. You still love your children. You love your family. You love certain individuals. They didn't stop you from loving. They didn't break you. Even though some of them may have tried to break you. They may have tried to break your spirit. They may have tried all kinds of attempts at you. But who's still standing at the end of the day? Who still stands in their power? Who still stands in their glory? Who is the angels glorifying? You. You didn't sacrifice your dignity, your respect. You honored the Almighty. You've got so much to be grateful for, and every reason in the world to smile. Smile for who you are, what you've achieved, what you've accomplished, what your guides and your angels have put you on your path, have shown you all this. That's a lot of growing in a lifetime, guys. That's major work. Like, you think about it. Some people never learn this in several lifetimes. You are learning this in this lifetime. Your angels and your guides are your team. Who do they serve? See, in this life, you cannot serve two masters. You got to make a choice sooner or later of what you're going to choose. You're going to choose this kind of lifestyle, or you're going to choose this kind of lifestyle. And it's like you've made your choice. And you should be so ecstatic with what you've achieved. Ecstatic for what you've created. Ecstatic for who you are, who you've become, what you stand for, what your principles are, what your morals are, what your ethics are. This is karmic justice at play. You stood, so God stands for you. You fall, that's their choice. They had a choice to make, same as you did. Okay? Their actions, like I said, that was their choice. And that is what they're going to manifest. And this is what you are manifesting. It's like the choice. You can choose to manifest this, or you can choose to manifest this. You are in the energy of appreciation. You are in direct communication with spirit. You are, you give appreciation for what God is doing. You give appreciation for who you have in your life. You give appreciation and you give thanks for the things that you have. Even though you've experienced all kinds of drama. You've experienced all kinds of towers, bad situations. You still are here in the energy of giving thanks, thanking God for what you have. Well, I got a roof over my house. I've got food on the table. I have beautiful children or a beautiful family. I've had beautiful experiences. I've had many opportunities here, and that's why you're manifesting good things. And they are manifesting this because that is what they chose to manifest. So it is a choice. It's really a choice in life. You can live this way or you can live this way. And you are recognizing the patterns. You're starting to realize not everybody is good. Not everybody has good intentions. Not everybody's as loving as you are. Not everybody's as kind as you are. Not everybody believes in God, and not everybody believes in the way you believe. But you're starting to see the patterns of why these certain characters have been hauled into your life. The only one who needed to see it was you. I'm not saying you shouldn't love. I'm not saying you shouldn't try. I'm not saying, you did this too much. You may have loved a little hard here, but you loved unconditionally. You didn't judge them. You didn't question their characters. You didn't question who they all were. You just fell in love with them. You just loved them. For good or bad. You know what I mean? That's unconditional love. You may have known these people had flaws and character flaws, and you loved them anyway. You loved them anyway. That's why you inherit the world, That's why you inherit the gifts of God, because it's like, if you couldn't teach them, nobody gonna teach them. If you couldn't guide them, nobody's gonna guide them. It's like you were sent to give them an option, or sent to give them a choice, and that's what they selected. They ended the contract, okay? So to be fair, Spirit's got to reward you somehow. And I think you very much are being rewarded. You've got your dignity about you. You've got your self-respect. You've got your self-worth. You've got your intuition. You've got your guidance. You've got your spirit team backing you. You've got certain people around you that love you, that you love. You're doing good here, collective. Give yourself credit. You are recognizing all the signs and patterns. You're learning. You're here as an earth angel on a learning about the human condition, okay? And don't feel bad for these people that have fallen. This is a fall from grace. We've all done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't know the good if you didn't see the bad. You wouldn't know how good you got it until you don't got it. It's like you knew all along what you had. You knew all along. I'm thinking it's developed over time, but you are recognizing all the signs, the clues, the patterns now. You have a greater understanding. You have a lot more wisdom. You're smarter than you were. You've learned by these experiences. And I think it was orchestrated. I really do. I mean, we ask for these lives, right? When we come here, we sign up for them. The life that you have had was by choice. And I think it's because you thought you could do good. I think it's because you thought that you could help, that you could assist. And if you could have, you did. How many people did you save? How many people did you bring the light to? How many people did you rescue? You know, you should be ecstatic with joy. And obviously, so should these people be ecstatic with joy. They were sent someone divine to love them. Like the gift from God. Here you go. Here you go. But what do? Turn their nose up at it? I wouldn't want to be them. You know, they turn their nose up at a divine gift. Turn their nose up at it. Turn their back on it and say, that seems like an awful lot of work to me. Well, then they settled for less, is what they did. They should have been celebrating the gift that they were given. You were the gift. So, done deal. Transparency. Truth. Authenticity. That's what they need to do. They need to be transparent. They need to be honest. They need to be totally, totally committed. And it's like maybe they were in denial. Don't care. Well, this person has got to, they're very young, like they're a young soul. They're a young soul. And they just think that even though they're a mature person, they're inexperienced. They could have learned so very much from you. They could have learned a lot from you. And they don't want to be transparent. They don't want to be honest. They don't want to be transparent. So you have no choice here but to team up with Source. And to be fair, that's why Spirit is aligning things for you, orchestrating things for you. Spirit knows what you've given up. Spirit knows what you tried to do. Spirit knows what you tried to accomplish here with these people. But remember, you signed up for this life. And you signed up for these deals. What you didn't know is that they were going to null and void the contract. That's what you didn't know. So it is nothing that you did. It's nothing that you could have done, would have done, should have done. It's just is. It's just is. They got to learn. They got to learn. Same as you learned. And if they don't learn, they're going to be back around to do it again. You know, it's like, and then those lessons get harder and harder and harder until they do learn. Like the next life, they're going to end this life currently, but it's like we're here to evolve as creatures. We're here to evolve, to learn how to treat people, how not to treat people, what people are really like and what their human conditions are, and you're not like anything from here. Okay, you're not. They've probably never seen truth and authenticity and genuine love in their life. Maybe they have a pattern. I'm going to reject them before I get rejected. I'm going to abandon them before they abandon me. It's like we don't know what's running through their minds, like in a deep level. I think they actually have a fear of abandonment. And I actually think they have a fear of rejection. And I think that they have a lot of other fears here too. And somehow, even through what you've been through, you're still standing tall. It changes who you are. It does. It changes you. You become wiser. You become more discerning. But you are recognizing the signs and the patterns. And I think you are going to end up being a fabulous mentor. I think you're going to be a great teacher and a mentor. And I think that you are going to be helping a lot of people in this lifetime. Those were just the ones who you couldn't help. You know what I mean? But you're going to be helping others from your experiences. This is from experience. You're very experienced. And I think that what these experiences have taught you is how the human mind and heart work. Like, it's complicated. It really is. Because they complicate it. Instead of like just... It's pride, it's ego, it's fears, insecurities, it's quite honestly nothing you did or didn't do. It's not. It's their own fears. It's their own insecurities. I'm going to get you before you get me. You're going to end up rejecting me anyway, so I'm going to reject you. I know how this works. It's like they don't know how to love themselves. And until they know how to love themselves, they're not in a position to love anyone. They can say it 20 times a day. But until they truly accept themselves and love themselves, and this ain't helping when they go around hurting people, because they're not going to love themselves even less. You know what I mean? So they're actually going backwards instead of forwards. You be proud of what you've accomplished. You be proud of what you've done, because on this earth, on this plane, you've accomplished a great deal, and your spirit team is so proud of you. Your ancestors are proud of you. Your family here, the people you would refer to as your group, are proud of you. And that's a major accomplishment, especially for someone who loves as deeply as you do. You know? Because you truly care. You truly care about humanity. You truly care about people. You truly, truly get involved when you're supposed to get involved. And your heart is gold. And that you can be proud of. Take care, guys.